Hey bitches, how the fuck you doing tonight? Are you bitches ready to get crazy? I don't care if your life out there is fucked up, tonight we're gonna fucking slay it. I am Brian Preston. Please, God, remember that, because after the show, I will not be responding to "Hey, shitty Aquaman." I have to say that up front. I also have to handle the other obvious questions, people. Just so we get this from Jump Street, so we don't talk about this later. Please don't ask me if I'm Samoan. I'm not. I get it. I know I look like What If The Rock and Felicity made a baby. It's okay, it's normal. The weirdest one, though, is people are like, hey, are you a Dothraki from the hit HBO series Game of Thrones? And I have to be like, no, Dothraki aren't real. That's a weird way to find that out. Although I do have a Game of Thrones themed sex move, though. I call it the White Walker. And that is when I politely ask a white woman to leave. Okay, cool. This is Baltimore. This may have happened to some of you. There's a lot of crossover. It's a small city. I know some of you are laughing, but I know for some of you, they might be like, oh no, he white walked me. He was like, I think you're great, but my roommate hates you. Then I found out his roommate was a cat. It was weird. No, I'm biracial. My mom is black. My dad is white. That is also why I don't age. The other cool thing, though, is if you're biracial and you have one black parent, you can be president of America someday, again. But no, it's weird. I'm like secretly older than I look and stuff. I get like questions, like the one question people are always like, hey, why don't you have the children? And here is just some free advice, everybody. If you are like me and also almost 40 and don't have the children, here's how you handle that, right? What I like to do is people are like, hey, why don't you have kids? And then I like to respond, I used to have kids. And then I just start sobbing hard. And that ends it. That just like ends the conversation. They don't ask you any follow-up questions. It's amazing. Also, though, seeing as we're in Baltimore, if you do have the kids, here's the other bit of free advice I want to give you. Don't send them to private school. This is what $300,000 gets you. That joke is funny, but those last do hurt when I hear them. You can just tell. No, what I like to do is when I see someone with a sticker on the back of their car, I just like to bang on the window, and I'm just like, I'm the ghost of Christmas future, motherfucker. And then I take the dollar and I don't wash their window. It's great. It's weird. I don't know. No, I am useless. I have multiple degrees in English. If someone was like, Brian, the house is on fire. Can you save us? I'd be like, no. I can describe the fuck out of that fire, though. Be like, as the scourge of Prometheus laps from gentle crimson to cruel azure, we give in to it. We give in to the conflagration. Those will be the last words we hear in that fire, just by the way. No, speaking of, I do actually use it. I'm like the one person that uses those degrees in English as I teach English in West Baltimore. Okay. Okay, judging by that applause, I know none of you do that. That is the level of excitement. I'm like, no, you don't do that. No, it's bad. My students ask me weird questions. I'll be like, hey, Mr. Preston, do you smoke weed? And I'll just be like, what the fuck do you think I do with my free time when I'm not here, Jardavian? It's all I do, and frankly, if you read your papers, you would know why. It's bad. I had a student once, I shit you not, he handed me a paper, spelled the word outcast with a capital K. When I brought it up, he was just like, I'm sorry, Mr. Preston, I am for real. It's bad. It's weird. I'll be like, hey, how the hose be, Mr. Preston? And I'll be like, you're killing me on the inside, Jardavian. How are the hose, Mr. Preston? That's how you ask it. God, it's not good. It's not great. Things are just weird all over, times. They're strange. 2020, already off to a weird start. You know what actually I think is the weirdest thing that's happening right now? Okay, here I'm going to pose you a question. How the fuck is Aunt Jemima still a thing? Really? That's the one thing I always want. Here, we're going to do a brief thought exercise, everyone. Just think with me for a second, okay? Imagine that you couldn't remember the name Aunt Jemima, or that I couldn't. And then if I asked you, hey, What's the name of the slave from Pancakes? You would know exactly who the fuck I was talking about. And then you would be like, I think she's married to the slave from Rice. Honestly, it makes me ask a lot of questions about how good the pancakes were, if like pancakes were the reason for the Civil War. I sometimes wonder why the slogan was never, wade in the syrup, wade in the syrup, child, etc., etc., etc. I don't know. It's just not great, man. I don't know like how that happens. People always talk about just cultural stuff. People are just like, I don't know, woke culture, it's killing comedy. I don't think it is. It's killing me personally, and I do comedy. Here's why I say that. As judging from that earlier joke about the White Walker, a lot of the women I meet are incredibly woke white women. It's awkward as fuck. It's killing me. Yes, no, I know. It's weird. It's like I'm one of those starter black dudes. It's like starter black dick. I'm just like the Bulbasaur out of the group. It's awkward. We'll be there. We'll be hanging out, having the sex, as I call it. They'll be like, ooh, Brian, give me that big black dick. And I'll be like, you said you didn't see color, Heather. This is awkward. You're a liar, apparently. And then I'm just like, my cat doesn't like you. Get out. That's what we call a callback in the business. I don't know, man. It's weird just in general, you know. I'm getting older and stuff. I'm from Baltimore. It's an odd city. I don't know. I don't want to shit on it too much, you know what I mean? Like, it's a place, I love it, and I've been all over this world of ours, but there is one thing I will say. How do I put this? I've only ever bought crack by mistake in Baltimore. It happened one place. I know, it's weird. I'm out there, it's 2003. My friend's like, hey, buddy, go get us some weed. And I'm like, sure, I've got this. I'm obviously the smart and tough one, so of course, I'll handle this. You're right to not laugh at that. I am the smart and tough one. No. But then I'm out there, and a gentleman is just like, hey, what are you looking for? And I'm like, can I get 20, please? And then he hands me $20 in crack. He does not give me a receipt for it. I cannot return it. So I get back there, I'm hanging out with my friends, and they're like, hey, Brian, how did it go? And I'm like, well, whoopsie doodle, boys. I bought crack. And that was the night that we smoked crack. It's a quality story. It's inspiring. It's honestly a tale as old as time. But no, Jesus, it's warm. It's very warm up here. Oh my God, it's good. We're having fun. I'm incredibly sweaty. As you're supposed to be in a comedy show, it's gonna be bad. I'm afraid we're taping this. I'm just gonna look and be like, oh my God, I should not have worn such a light shirt due to all of these pit stains. It's gonna be like those 80s style, like sure, unsure ads. It's whatever. I'm gonna be that little video game man just climbing up and grabbing rocks. Anyway. We're here at a film studio, so I must ask you, you guys fan of motion pictures? Okay, cool. Me personally, huge cinephile. I love them. I think movies are important now more than ever. We need movies. Folks, I don't know if you noticed this. There may be some racial tension in America today. But I have a solution. A little bit, I know. A tiny amount. This shit isn't weird at all. No, here's my idea. Here's what we need. Here's how we start that fucking healing. We need another Nutty Professor movie. Just Nutty Professor 3, Black Lives Fatter. I will someday get sued for that, but no, it's gonna be great. And then, I did shit on Baltimore a little bit earlier, but no, I love this place, Baltimore. It is a fantastic place that it is. Now, you see, here's the thing about movies. People love them based on true stories. And the thing about Baltimore, a true story about it is, Baltimore, I'm going to keep saying it as many times until that word loses all meaning. But no, we're the home of Johns Hopkins Hospital. We are also the dick and balls transplant specialists on planet Earth. So here's the thing. Okay, it's a real thing. People got new dicks and balls here. So for my idea, right, this guy played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, first 20 minutes of the movie, gets his shit just blown off, right? You're wondering, with bated breath, Brian, what the fuck? The Rock has no dick, and there's 90 minutes of movie left. What's going on? Here's the twist. Kevin Hart plays his new dick. Okay, that was gonna hit harder. It's fine. We're gonna fix that in post.